Okie dokie, back into it. Resume. Wait, was there new stuff in there? Okay, okay then. How you doing? Yeah, this is the area I haven't explored yet. The female low risk wing. To the high risk female. What the fuck is male wing? Courtyard, laundry. That's a lot of. I take it you're not gonna let me take this map with me. I sense. Yeah, since you're not gonna let me keep that, which is fine. Journal updated. Kirkbride architecture. That's great. Looks like we're not going into the female wing anytime soon. It always bothered me. I get why they did it, but it always bothered me that they never showed you the female wing in the original Outlast. Because like here's the thing. I get it. I get with the way everyone was so fucked up and everything that was going on. Um uh with the way everything was getting all fucked up. There really is no good way like you could have handled that. Like cuz like one thing I've always thought was kind of stupid is, and granted I've never actually seen the movies. I asked someone who has seen them and they answered. But those like purge movies, there's never any rape in them. And it's not that I'm saying I want to see that. Please understand that it's not that I want to see that. I would just want it mentioned off screen or something, because it hurts the realism and the suspension of disbelief for there to be a day where all crime is legal and that crime never happens. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, Jesus fucking Christ, even when it's illegal, it happens so fucking often. And I need to go back into what I was doing before. Remember how before I said I like to laugh at absurdities to keep myself from contemplating, actually giving thought to things, then the bad thoughts start happening, and then the voices start telling me to do the bad things to my body, and sometimes I listen. Yes, I realize how personal that is, but whatever. Um my point is, like, I get that showing the female wing would be, there's really no good way of doing it, because there's no way all these crazed killers and stuff wouldn't be doing all like bad stuff to these women. So the way they did do it, where like there was one part where you kind of went near the female wing, I remember there was, I think there was actually I think that part where you're going down into the sewer and like there's a like just like a river of blood. I think that was meant to be coming from the female wing, if I remember. It's been a long time since I played that game. I actually kind of want to play it again. I actually kind of want to go back and replay the Outlast games, but at the same time, I also want to play Outlast Trials, and I don't have anyone to play that with, so whatever. Um, uh, like so like they're like making it too tame would be almost as bad as actually showing or insinuating the bad things, because it would be denying it. It would be like, you know, yeah, showing these bad things happening and putting it in the game, that's bad, but at the same time having just pretending that it's just not an issue that exists, and it's like, oh, what's rape? I don't know what rape is. Who? Did you misspell rake? Are you talking? Are we talking about gardening tools? Yeah, pretending it doesn't exist is just as bad. So, so I can understand why they didn't have that, but like maybe like a one thing that could have been interesting as a DLC where you play as like a female inmate, and like maybe like before things got bad enough to where everyone was going insane, y'all like some of you kind of banded together and blocked off the wing so no one could get in, because you knew that if like you're like you could had a scene where they're like, okay, we've seen how some of these women are acting that are going crazy here. If this is how bad it is in here, dear God, we don't want to let the men out there get in here. And then they block it off. Then you could have your own little self-contained story. But that just a thought. Doors seem to be latched from the other side. Okie dokie. Dark Souls pokey. I don't want to go out into the courtyard yet. Seem to be stuck. Oh, that was dynamite. No hospital complete without a good old fashioned corkboard. We fucking saw whatever. I thought there wasn't supposed to be any electricity here. Can we discuss the fact that I see zip zappies in a place where there's not supposed to be any electricity? Can we discuss that? All right, up to the courtyard it is. Well, the only thing left is to go upstairs, but I'm gonna talk to Juliet about some of the stuffs I've found.
Sorry to bother you again, Julia. What do you know about the Kirkbride architecture?
That's a loaded topic. It's the structure of this very same building.
Yes, I assumed as much.
But I know it became dated and impractical, and a big part of the upcoming renovations beginning tomorrow is to turn this old design into a more flexible layout.
Sounds ambitious.
I hear they're going to tear the place apart.
Don't you think the patients currently admitted at the Institute will react poorly to the extensive layout changes?
That's thoughtful of you, but look at this place. It's huge. The workers could get started on the female wing and the males wouldn't hear a thing.
Yes, I can't argue with that. What can you tell me about the offices in this area?
Not much. It's your usual administrative offices. There's the archives room, another one for staff meeting. But you knew all this, right?
Oh, certainly. I was just asking how you felt about them.
I feel indifferent about them. They are administrative rooms. In any case, you're welcome to go in the archives and meeting rooms, but please refrain from entering offices of former doctors. Those should be locked anyway.
Got it.
I may have already.
There's nothing else you can tell me about the offices?
They have doors on them.
Fascinating.
I
Look,
found a
this
letter.
lying around.
That looks dangerous.
It's just a letter opener.
You've heard of tetanus, right? It can kill you.
Wait, isn't that like a very old disease?
Somewhat. It has been declining since the 40s, but not everyone has been vaccinated. Are you?
I can't remember.
Well, make sure you don't cut yourself with that thing.
I had to get vaccinated.
Julia, do you know of a therapist named Anne Ebers-Baker?
No, I'm sorry. She used to work here?
I believe so.
Yeah,
yes.
that's definitely not the
In
way
that
I was
case,
pronouncing
I
it.
have no idea. As far as I understand, they're only hiring new people.
I was full on Eberspar. I am a little confused though, because before when I mentioned my stay here, she was like, "You don't need to say anymore," kind of implying that she understood what I was saying. But now talking again as if I was a worker here, so I don't know.
This topic is giving me a...
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think we have anything else to discuss.
Thank you for being considerate. There's
So there should be more staff arriving soon.
Yes, in addition to construction workers, both more staff and more patients are scheduled to.
You see, some of these, they just like end by saying, "Oh, there's nothing more to discuss," but then other ones they loop. That's weird.
That's all for now. I'll be back.
I don't know if there's like a specific reason why they're doing it that way. Like maybe the stuff that loops is stuff that I'm done with, and other stuff is stuff that, like, as I find more information, there'll be more I can discuss. I don't know. Do, do. You might want to spend breathtaking between the stains, dirt, and gloomy night. It was anything but. Anything but. Anything but. Well, fuck a duck. I got an idea. Um, I'm trying to find the room that had. There it is. Can I? I was hoping that maybe I could like. Oh, it's empty. It's it's fucking empty. It's fucking empty. Dag nibbit. Boo, 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 boo. Why did I come? Why did I come? I need to find a like a flashlight. That's what would be helpful at this juncture. So anywhere that there's like little wrench symbol is where I can use items. Bringing a match into this room was out of the question. I can suppose I can see why, but since when do you have matches in the first place, Mr. Man? Huh? I don't recall any matchers. And I can't. Can't explore in here. Okay, I get. Whatever. Classical gold. Melton Records. Am I gonna have to like do like a puzzle that has something to do with these? I'm afraid I am. I'm fearful. I fear for my life. The psycho sound reason. Okay, so let's discuss moon logic. Moon logic is a term coined many a age ago to describe in point and click adventure games the way that some puzzles are solved in ways that don't they're like really roundabout, and like there's other ways you could have done it. If you played a point and click game, you've had things where you have to fucking get a fucking string off of you have to uh trade beat someone in a fiddle contest to get their fiddle, and then take the string off of it, and then use that in combination with a bunch of jizz that you had to find a porn magazine to show to a guy to get jizz to get sticky on the end of the violin uh cord, and then use that as a way to fish out something that was in a drain. And the thing is, I'm only slightly exaggerating. I bring it up because you've been spending this whole fucking game, this whole cocksucking game, telling me that the hold on a second. There. That there's nothing in the trash, nothing in the trash worth looking at, nothing in the trash. And then you decide, oh, this one bag, this one single bag, it calls to me. The psycho sound reason. Clean using cloth, empty trash. Okay. Is there anything on the back of that? It's been a while since anyone. Anxious as I was to find a reason behind my visions, I wasn't going to go through trash unless it's that one. And I understand, I'm not, this isn't me bitching. This isn't even really a complaint, because I'd honestly be disappointed if this game didn't have some moon logic in it. You want that. You want that in your point and clicky RPGs. Point and clicky adventures. That's the only thing I have. I wonder if the fact that I still have it means that like there's gonna be other times that I can like use it. I feel kind of like an idiot for talking about the power being out when I've come across quite a few lamps and shit. It's just my brain didn't connect the dots. My brain, when she said the radiator wasn't working, for some reason, that connected in my brain. Oh, power outage. Power not working. No power. No es bueno power. Yeah, she did she? She had a degree, did she not? Yes. Okay. Hello. Boop. 6. Ann Herberspur. I I already can't remember how uh I'm just gonna keep going with Herberspur. An ideal compliment. The recovery rate at the Institute was high thanks to advanced treatments and novel group therapy sessions pioneered by universally acclaimed psychologist Dr. Ann Erbischer. Even patients with extreme mental disorders showed meaningful progress under her care and went on to enjoy full lives within the walls of the Institute. Many others returned to their families in time, ready to face new challenges and experiences in their improved condition. Dr. Bischberger organized and directed group therapy sessions for patients who had a chance of recovering or demonstrated an ability to reason. She even took part in many of those sessions herself, investing an unusual amount of effort in her patients' progress. Colleagues remember her soft, caressing voice. It had a magical effect, soothing everyone around her. Honorable person, she was, in fact, wholly uninterested in the patients themselves and was focused rather on the improvement of science. Well, that took a turn. It was by pure chance that her patients improved in return. That took a turn. In later years, Dr. Bischberg to meet her became cold and calculating. She began to neglect herself, always showing up to work untidy and exuding a somber mood. Rumors that she had made a startling discovery abound to this day. I don't. That was a very. Oh, I didn't read this part. Oh, okay. In time became apparent her interests were purely medical. Okay, I see my scroll wheel is a little janked up. Sometimes it won't register a scroll. Um, so I didn't see. Okay, that's a lot less like out of fucking nowhere. Wait a minute. Do I not need to? Okay, I guess I do not need to. Oh. Oh, what's going on with that? Where it's I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Wondered what that was used for. Okay. Wonder all you want. Wait. I was hoping like maybe that would be set to a certain number and I could then use that to, you know. Hello. Okay, that's getting a little close to home, but alrighty then. Moving on. My hopes of finding meaningful clue in the trash bin were your your relationship with trash is really weird in terms of when you think it's useful and when you think you should look into it and when you think you should ignore its very existence. It's weird. It is all I'm saying. All right. Fuck her down. You got anything else we can chat about? Any conversations we can have?
Have you been upstairs?
Not at all.
Don't lie to me. I thought I could trust you, but I may start having second thoughts.
You
All right,
said
I'm sorry.
third
I had a quick
floor.
look, but didn't go very far.
Please, I told you, the upper floors are off limits. Don't make me regret giving you permission to enter the building.
Don't worry, Julia. You can trust me. I
You
won't cause you any
said.
trouble. Cross my heart.
Mm-hmm.
You said.
You know, I found the most strange note in the trash.
Are you picking up random trash?
What? No. I just happened to see the paper in a bag.
Okay, I'll bite. What's on the paper?
It looks like notes for chapters in a book. Very abbreviated.
Well, there are many books in the meeting room.
You're right. I might go and take another look. I'm sure there's something of great importance inside a drawer, but unfortunately it's locked.
Should you be opening that drawer?
It's just a random drawer.
Draw?
It's probably
It's
locked
just a
for
draw.
reason.
You know, that's a great point. That's all for now. I'll be back.
Hey, where's the meeting room? Okay, that's definitely not what we're. Oh. Okay, so where was the room that had what? Oh, I thought I found a clue. Bet there'd be something in there. That's just the... There it is. Okay. Now the note... Can't bring up my note when I'm in there. The psycho and sound reason. Psychotherapy. Okay, I'm not seeing anything about sound reason. Hold on. Let's see. The psycho and sound reason. The psycho. The psychotic. We're gonna draw a view. Sound reasoning 100. Huh? Um. Is I have it set to 100. Do a quick alt tabby. Hello. Okay, that's still working. Just check. Just check.
this morning I used foul language in reprimanding a clumsy nurse who forgot to lock the door to the female wing. Truly offensive, dirty words. I don't recall ever doing that before. I've clearly been under a lot of stress lately. My worst fear is becoming another Alice, so I need to remain level-headed and focused. It's this place. There's a general feeling of unease in the Institute, and those unsettling rumors don't help. But the main reason for my jumpy state has to be the baffling regression in Group E. It's disconcerting and worrying. I'm giving Alice too many reasons to use shock treatment on these patients and take all of us decades back in time. Alice Hawthorne, the backwards time traveler. That fucking bastard. Ah, there you go. I did it again. Of all the cases, Rebecca is obviously the most puzzling one. She's having nightmares about her attackers again, after months of not uttering a word about the incident. And she's also becoming increasingly violent. I fear she will seriously harm herself. Yesterday, Alice found her viciously scratching her stomach. So much she left flesh wounds. She should be giving birth sometime in July. That's 3 weeks from now. Certainly this fact could be the explanation for her regression, if it wasn't for the rest of them.
Okay, then. I guess I'll go have a bit of a...
Julia, it's Bruno. Our adorable high-risk patient has escaped again. No idea how he does that. Please call someone. I need assistance immediately. I'm outside the cafeteria.
Aren't I near the cafeteria? Oh, she's gone. Maybe I can snoop. Register of visitors. We got more Kickstarteries. I've said before, I don't mind when games have like Kickstarter backer kind of things in it. I personally don't get it. Like to me, and this is not an insult whatsoever, but to me, I don't at all see the appeal of having my name be in a random list of names that players are just gonna skim over. I can't see why anyone would want that, but I imagine there's probably not a lot of people that like specifically pick a tier of Kickstarter. Be like, I'm picking this one because I want my name in it. That's probably just like a bonus. It's better when it's like games that I've played where um you can have like something unique to you. Like I can't remember what game it was I played, but I played a game that went through Kickstarter, and there was a graveyard, and you could find all these different gravestones, and it would have names, and the names were actually Kickstarter backers, and it actually had like little epitaphs of how they died, and had like the person that like did the pledge was allowed to like pick how their person died. Anything actually there? Okay. Cafeterias over to the left.
Hold on.
Hey, buddy.
Who the hell are you?
I'm just looking around.
You what? Does this look like a shopping mall to you?
I spoke with Julia and she gave me permission. You don't need to worry about me.
This place. It's unbelievable. Am I the only one taking my job seriously?
Well,
Look, it doesn't matter. I have enough on my plate with this patient on the loose. Just be on your way.
Patient on the loose?
Yeah, I managed to lock him inside the cafeteria. See for yourself.
Uh, okay.
I see what you mean. That guy seems dangerous.
Yeah.
He's a flaming demon. He's tearing down the whole place. At this rate, there won't be a cafeteria in the morning.
You do seem busy, but can I ask some questions anyway?
Sure, whatever. The name's Bruno.
I understand patients are being relocated.
That's the plan, yes.
Relocated from where?
Man, I don't know. Places. Other institutes that are too crowded. The world is a madhouse these days. What do you expect?
Do you at least know if they are old or new patients?
I don't, and that's not information I could openly share anyway. Tonight, there are very few patients admitted. Tomorrow, they're bringing more.
I'd like to tell you why I'm here. You see,
Let me stop you right there. Not my problem. If Julia said it was okay for you to be here, then it's fine.
you're not even curious?
Do I look like the kind of person who pursues answers, knowledge, meaning?
What?
Exactly.
Okay, fucking
Are you
weirdo.
familiar with the Kirkbride plan?
Kirk what? Sounds like something I don't care about.
It's the architecture of the building we're in.
Oh, right. I remember hearing that term during meetings to coordinate the reopening. An old and impractical type of construction.
But there were plans to change that, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know the whole story. But for sure, the idea is to continue that work, beginning tomorrow.
So about Kirkbride.
Hey, listen, I already said way more than I ever imagined saying on the topic of architecture. But that's it. Do you know what I'd love to discuss?
What, Bruno?
Action films.
Okay.
Have you seen Hardcore Henry? That's a good one.
So, a madman on the loose.
Yes, we're having a bit of trouble with this especially rowdy patient. It's the second time today that he's escaped. In my defense, the high-risk section needs a lot of maintenance. Low risk is in somewhat better shape, sans the atmosphere of impending doom. But high risk needs some intensive work, pronto.
That doesn't inspire much confidence, though.
Welcome to my world. Be thankful there's only one high-risk patient admitted at the moment.
Yikes. Does the term Group E ring a bell, Bruno?
Nah, is that a therapy group?
I believe so, yes. I'm trying to find more information about it.
The archive documents in this place are a complete mess, so good luck with that.
But why is that? Why is everything here in such a state of disarray?
I don't know much about it, except that it was well before my time here. That's past history now.
You mentioned something about past history with the Institute.
Ugh, ugly business. I don't like gossip, especially when my job is involved. This is all I know. It was mostly a conflict between the staff and directors.
Conflict? Over what?
Disagreements about the handling of patients. Apparently there were oversights. Quite a few of them. I don't know much more other than what the newspapers said. You know, the rumors.
Do you know where the therapy room is?
Yes. It's on the other side of this floor.
Great, and how can I get there?
You can't with Samson back here trashing the whole cafeteria. It's the only way to reach the back corridor of this floor.
You mean the cafeteria is the only way to the therapy room?
Yeah, well, the library also connects both sides of the building, but the last time I checked, it was locked.
Tell me about you, Bruno.
I'm just what you see. Nothing more.
I see a troubled man in front of me with an attitude problem.
Ha ha, so funny. Let me know how you feel after you spend a few more hours in this place.
Yeah, well,
So
look
you
what
really
I
don't
got.
know anything else about it?
All I know is that you're getting on my...
Aw. I was hoping I could show him that. Instead I just got a generic. And it's nice that they got generic little trail off statement things to say, okay, we're done with that topic.
Does the name Baker ring a bell?
No, it's Eba
I remember seeing
Scherber.
an office with that name, but that's all I know. Why are you asking? Are you related to her?
I'm not sure. I think I knew her, yes. There's a period of my life I can't quite remember.
Are you feeling okay? I have a couple of empty cells if you need to lie down and rest.
Yes.
You positive?
I'm absolutely. No need for that. Do you know this Dr. Miller?
Yeah, I've seen him around. But he's a reserved fellow. Haven't spoken much with him. He's the one calling the shots now.
What do you mean, calling the shots?
Dude, are you a bit slow? He's going to be in charge when this place officially reopens. And I hear he's also secured the money to make all this happen.
Wow. Like I said, I met Julia at the entrance. She seems to be a really nice person.
She's cool, but that's also her weakness. Sometimes she can be too nice.
What do you mean?
For example, as a receptionist, she let in a complete stranger who talks too much.
I get it.
We get point taken.
All right.
Hey, wait. You seem like a decent sport. Or at least a harmless one. I have a favor to ask of you.
Sure.
Can you go fetch my baton? I left it in my office when I went running to pursue our friend the Tasmanian Devil here.
Okay, I guess. Where is that?
You need to go all the way through the infirmary, then down the stairway. My office is in a lower corridor they used to call the Tunnel of the Damned.
Good grief.
Nah, the name is more intimidating than it sounds. Just please go, ASAP. I need that baton to deal with the ongoing crisis.
Sounds good. I'll be on my way.
Well, okay then. Still not gonna let me. Oh, you are going to let me in. We've never been a cozy place. Malfunctioning fluorescent lights. So those little things that pop up at the bottom, I'm not gonna read them out loud. I tend to be pretty good about reading stuff out loud. I don't mind. You know, I've grew up with games like this. I don't mind reading long passages out loud. But if it's gonna like disappear on its own after a moment, I need to take that time to actually read it, since obviously, like, you know, when you read in your head, you read faster than reading out loud. At least that's how it is for me. I assume that is how it is for most people. Um, so for stuff like that, I won't be reading out loud. Okay. Are you the pregnant lady? Oh, that's lovely. The best mattress you can find on these iron beds. Wish the radiators were turned on, but I'd lost hope. I really feel like I should be like taking pictures of these, just so I can have them memorized. Because the fact that you can find them all over the place like this really makes me think that there's gonna be like some kind of puzzle having to do with them. Some kind of organ. Awesome. Love organs. Okay, I you know, I found the fuck it. Let me take a picture. Just to have it on hand. And time is a running out. Definitely a good thing that I can. Lovely. Uh, uh, you want a teddy bear? One of the strongest things about these point and click kind of horror games is that because everything's so static, it's easy to get caught off guard when something scurry happens. But I've been doing that to all of these. Okay. I gotta go downstairs to the hallway of the damned or whatever the fuck it was called. Oh, that's a lot of reading. That's a lot of reading. I was getting ready to stop. Oh, I see keys. Yoinkus. Don't need to start doing that. What you're doing with the music is not necessary. I was doing just fine without it. There's a fancy music box inside the cabinet. Bruno's cabinet was locked. This is Bruno's area. Where's his fucking baton that he wanted me to get? There it is. Okay, I'm gonna stop here because as much as like, see, I wasn't necessarily in the mood to do any recording today. It was just a game coming out that I've been looking forward to for a million years. I wanted to at least get sink my teeth in a little. But I'm done for now. I'm gonna upload these videos, and then next session, I'll really dig in and get get my get my jimmies, get my jimmies rustled. So do it. And thank you for watching.